welcome everyone. Everyone's got a seat. Hi everyone, hi. I feel like I'm in Hi Barbies.
Hi.
Okay. Oh, well, we are really tourists in Barbie Land. You got our visas, right?
Yeah, no, I didn't even bring passports. I can't lie to you.
Okay, let's work out later. Congratulations, though, everyone. Sensational movie.
Yeah, for real. And listen, look, at MTV Movies, we like to get to know people on and off the screen and what they're like together. So, you know, like, what was it like on set? Who was most likely to start a sing-along? Like, break out randomly into song?
I mean, Greta had us singing all the way through this movie, so I'm gonna say Greta.
I love a sing-along.
You'll take that?
Yeah. Okay, so who was the Tom Holland of the group most likely to leak a spoiler?
Simu.
Oh, it's that Marvel energy.
What did I do?
Leak the spoiler.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't.
It was the instant reaction for me. That was so quick. You were so defensive, bro.
Sorry.
Issa's been bottling that up.
I put up a Ken rehearsal. I did do that. I just wanted my Kens to get their moment. It was so much hard work doing these dance sequences. I just wanted to make sure the world knew how hard they were.
You can't spin it, all right? You can't.
All right, no.
Who's got like the biggest like blue tick energy? Like who's gonna leave somebody on red in the group chat? Yeah, I see. That's my reaction.
As in, what is
Like you text me, you don't reply.
Yeah, double ticks goes blue, and they're not replying.
I think Ryan. He's an elusive guy, you know. He's just.
I got two little kids, man. I'm busy.
He's a dad.
You just come back to it. Whatever.
No, actually, I changed it. Michael Cera, because he has a flip phone.
Yeah, he has a flip phone. Yeah, he's a vintage Alan. Who was most likely to pull a prank on set?
I think Margot, because she did the you did the whole grip trucks in Barbie colors. Because they didn't dress in enough pink for you, and then you glitter bombed them.
Oh my God, have you still got glitter on you from that? Because glitter stays like.
No, I did it on the grip truck. The grips, some of our crew members weren't committing to on Wednesdays we wear pink enough. So I decorated.
That was a real Regina George move. I love it.
Their truck, covered it in pink streamers and banners and everything.
And now for every single set they go on, that glitter's going to follow them.
It's the smile behind your face as you say that, like yeah, we covered them in glitter. Yeah.
Get him, Margot.
And I mean, it is funny. Like there is a lot of one-liners. There's a lot of funny moments within the film. Who's most likely to corpse on set? Who's most likely to just laugh? Like you can't keep it in. Can't keep that straight face.
Margot.
Oh no, me and
And Greta.
and me.
Was there a lot of reshoots for that?
There's a lot of cackling from the directors from Video Village.
Wait, did we pick up Greta? Did we pick up Greta there? Okay, let's do another take.
Yes, no, it really was. It was Nina, who was our on-set sound mixer, was like so lovely, and she was always like, "You ruined it," and I was like, "Oh no, I did again."
So, lots of high drinks behind the scenes. Do you have any competitions? Play any games? Who would you say is the most competitive out of all?
America.
Again, Issa's like right straight away. America.
I love Issa's entire contribution, which is just shouting out the name.
I feel like Scott Evans is equally as competitive, and he never gets labeled as competitive. So I think that it's because I'm a woman.
No, it's because you're psycho when we play games.
I am pretty psycho competitive, but my whole take is like, if you're not gonna play to win, then why are you playing?
We were doing a martini making thing for the promo tour, and you were like, "And are we getting judged? What do we win? How do we get first place?"
I just want to know what the goal is. That's all.
I won that, by the way.
I love this energy. That's why we're both wearing green.
Yeah, kept going. Speaking of the competition, there was a lot of dancing going on throughout the movie, right? Was there any like off-screen dance-offs and stuff? Did you just continue these dance moves? I mean, I've been rehearsing ever since I watched this. So.
Yeah, well, I feel like from the first time, Simu is an amazing dancer, and from the first time he arrived, it was like he was just. It was amazing. It was electric. He really did do a flip. He was like, "I can do a flip," and I was like, "Well, then go on then." Like it was really exciting.
I did not expect it to become such an integral part of the movie. It becomes like a very
there's a
big
callback.
plot point.
It's a big part of it. It really, put a thorn in his side, forever.
Greta said this, dancing is such a great way to break the ice because you you get to know people, you're moving, you don't have to make eye contact. I showed up to Barbie dance rehearsals, I wasn't even in the dance. I just learned it and then waited till someone got called away for a wardrobe fitting and then stood in for them because I'm not competitive at all and I'm not trying to prove anything to anybody.
See, when I like to dance, I like to stare straight in the eyes and lock out for 20 seconds and not let them move away. That's fun.
Uncomfortable, yeah.
Maybe. Okay, these characters are so flamboyant, so epic, but who is most like them? Who is the person most like their character?
Somebody didn't need to do rehearsals or character.
I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
Character practice over here.
I think Issa's very presidential.
Yeah,
I'll just put that out there.
I'd say either Issa. Yeah, I'd say Issa.
Thank you. I'd be a terrible president, guys. Right now.
I love that energy. It's like when Beyonce was on a talk show, and it was like, "You're Beyonce, thank you." Yeah, that is the big energy there. Okay, so let's get into some hard-hitting conversations, hard-hitting questions. Greta, first to you. Don't worry, they've been approved, so you're good. Within this world that you created, were there any specific rules that you kind of set, like guidelines for how this Barbie world functions?
Well, yeah, I mean, there was no water, there was no fire, there were no elements except for wind if it makes your hair look good. That was kind of like the decision we came to. There were also 7 suns all the time so that everyone is perfectly backlit. That was a big part of it. And so that our cinematographer was constantly moving all these suns around. Yeah, I mean, there were tons of world. Like every horizon is a painted backdrop. It was all... the whole thing were like absurd rules that then it was like consistent within itself.
That's so cool. That's so cool. The time and effort that went into it. And then you also spoke about, the glitter bombing behind the scenes. Was it true that there was a rule that if you didn't wear pink, it was like a finable offence?
Just on Wednesdays.
Why? Just Wednesdays?
Because on Wednesdays we wear pink. Yeah. It's a line from Mean Girls.
Yeah.
It's Thursday today, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll let you off.
Just curious, what was the fine? Like,
it's optional, and you can whatever you want. It all goes to charity, so you could put in whatever you want.
Right. Yeah, about to say.
But you did judge people for the amounts, right? You're like, wait, Ryan put in more than you.
Right.
Like, that's a pretty low ball. Maybe? No?
And our poor DP, Rodrigo, the more pink that was on set, and there's already a lot of pink on set, the harder it was for him to light everything and make sure we weren't bouncing pink on each other. So Wednesdays were always a tough day for Rodrigo. Yeah.
So you play stereotypical Barbie. So how did you work with Greta to kind of bring her out from the kind of blank canvas of femininity that Barbie kind of represents?
I mean, Greta and Noah wrote such an incredible journey for my character in the script that it wasn't hard to find the moments where we could ground her and give her those really like human moments where you as an audience member do have a chance to feel for her. I mean, and that's really a credit to their writing. So beyond that, we had a lot of like really fascinating conversations trying to figure out, I didn't want her to, Barbie's meant to be extremely intelligent, but she hasn't been exposed to so many things and shouldn't have a concept of shame or, there's tons of things she shouldn't be aware of. So to figure out how to play her in a way that is naive but not unintelligent or vapid was an interesting challenge. But Greta found this amazing podcast about a woman who can't or doesn't introspect, doesn't have the voice in her head that most of us do. And that was weirdly like the key to unlocking the character.
Please tell me the podcast. I think many of us might need it.
Yeah, I'd love not to introspect.
Now, Ryan, it was an impeccable performance, yeah? Your Kennergy's on another level. Like, you've even walked into the room, yeah? Like, you haven't even done up your cuffs on your denim jacket. You're out here, like, you're living and breathing that Kennergy. Where did that inspiration come from? Like, where did you find that? I mean, I try to wake up in the morning and get Kennergy, and I spill my cornflakes, and then I'm lost. Like, I can't do it. So where did that inspiration for you come from?
I think... Really, I have 2 brilliant and hilarious kids, and they're just an endless source of inspiration. And I got a lot of ideas. I stole a lot of things, and but they also just their interest in Barbie was pretty inspiring, and their disinterest in Ken was really inspiring too.
I mean, what did they think of you playing Ken? Like, that's like a dream, right?
I think they were confused. Why Ken? Like, what is there to play? Is there any is there any meat on them bones? You know? I was like, no, but isn't that interesting? And they were like, not really.
That's the space for an actor. There's no meat, and you find the meat. That's the fun. Simu, did you expect to be doing so many jazz hands? What was it like to be thrown back with Ryan into this like old school like Hollywood dance fight sequence lucid dream of a moment?
Yeah, it was pretty surreal because I don't necessarily know that you can describe that on a script. So going in, I didn't fully know what that would entail, and then. I guess it would be like Simu's Ken does jazz hands dance battle with Ryan's Ken, at which I would have shat myself quite honestly if I read that. No, being on set with I would say the king of jazz hands. You were throwing up the jazz hands from like I saw early footage of you, doing the jazz hands. So you've been doing jazz hands for like since I was maybe before I was born, and so I knew I had to. That came out really mean. I didn't mean. I just meant
the rivalry stands.
The rivalry's still alive.
This is why we put you there.
It was
we were worried
honor.
there'd be a throwdown.
It was an honor.
They're still acting out their parts respectively.
I'm about to do a dance off right here.
There's going to be a bunch of sparkles that come off of him in a minute.
Did you ever find like inspiration for the jazz hands from anyone? Like, was anybody?
Me?
like,
For me?
No.
Oh, yes. Ryan was my inspiration.
You pointed at me then, and I panicked.
10-year-old young Ryan Gosling was very much the key to unlocking the jazz hands.
Yeah. Live and breathe.
Wait, is this Mickey Mouse Club reference?
No.
Is it?
Are we here for Barbie? I thought this was Barbie. Yeah.
Even like with the dancing alone, like you guys look like you had so much fun on set. But what was that first day like when you turned up and was like, oh yeah, this is Barbie Land, this is it.
I mean, I was part of the whole. I mean, from the moment of, all the ideas being born to them being created. But then it was just, the way everything works. Like everything comes together fully at the last minute. And the first day we were on set shooting with Margot, and they were dropping off the multi like candy colored Corvettes that were all remote controlled miniature cars, and it was just like, oh my God, we've arrived! Look at this world. It was amazing, and it was like, yeah, the guys from the action vehicles like dropped them off at the last minute, and it like completed everything. But yeah, I mean, it was the most joyful thing. I think it made everyone happy just to be on the set because it was so bright and happy. I don't know. It was like everyone was smiling all the time. And I didn't necessarily get the sense that they all smiled in their lives all the time.
It was also, no shade to you guys' city, entire country, but it was really like foggy.
Say it.
Foggy
please.
and rainy. We shot it mostly here. And so it was it was almost euphoric to walk onto the Barbie beach set and the Barbie Land cul-de-sac and just be taken into a new, very warm, pleasant, artificially sunlit world. It was great.
You sound like you miss it.
I do. Yeah, I want to go back because look outside right now.
Yeah, I know. Let's not. I mean, you talk about the cars, but was there like a favorite prop on set that you guys were like, yeah, this is it. I really want this.
Yeah.
The Barbie
slide.
Dreamhouse car. Oh, the slide.
Yeah,
That was
the
good.
slide for sure.
But the Barbie Dreamhouse car, the convertible, was amazing.
Yeah.
Have you all like contacted your interior designers, like, guys, how do we make this work for our houses? Like, can we do this?
I've literally asked an architect if it's possible to get a slide from my bedroom down to a pool, and they were like, absolutely not. It's not going to happen. I was like, never mind, just in Barbie Land then.
I think you need a second opinion. Yeah. Right? I mean, America, you had to enter Barbie world, like Barbie Land, as a character, but also as person. What was that like? Was it exactly the kind of same reaction as your character Gloria, as you would say on set?
You mean me as Gloria or me
Yeah,
as
because you had
America?
double whammy of like, oh my God, it's Barbie Land, and then it's Gloria. Oh my God, it's Barbie Land.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really grow up playing with Barbies. I didn't think had that much of a connection to it. I was surprised when I walked onto the sets and I like got emotional because it's like, it's deeper than just Barbie. It's like, oh, this is like play, and this is like bringing possibility to like life size, you know. It just tapped into that childlike nostalgia of like anything's possible. And it did feel like on that set, like anything was possible. I was so moved by it. But Gloria is, yeah, she's living her best life. All she's ever wanted to do is find a real life Barbie and go to Barbie.
Like you do.
As you do.
I mean, if you were cast away onto like a desert island, talking about like going to find that real life Barbie, if you was to take one Barbie or one Ken onto that island with you, who you taking and why?
Margot Barbie, because Margot will survive. I want her on every plane flight I ever take. I feel like she could, I don't know, she's
Australian?
Yeah, she's Australian. It's like, it's just, there's an inner, like, I feel like she could figure out how to, like, lash a raft together, you know? Don't be fooled by those heels and that face. She can do things.
I mean, Margot, are you going onto that island? Are you going onto that one?
Yeah, and if I was going to actually say, I'd take Weird Barbie. Because Kate McKinnon's just gotten into gardening recently, and I feel like she would like grow you some crops or something. Like, I also feel like she's secretly like a survivalist, or I don't know, like she has secret skills.
We've traded videos of kilns a lot for when the apocalypse comes.
See,
Pandemic was just a warm-up. Issa, Madam President, as a writer and performer, how much does the kind of thematic notion of like women having to be likable, how has that kind of played out for you in real life, but also like in Hollywood, in the writer's room, trying to get these characters made?
This deep-ass question.
That's a real whiplash moment. Desert Island.
Everybody else got, who would you take?
I'm the president.
Issa, deconstruct sexism and racism.
Please, on TikTok.
Stop patriarchy, Issa.
Please. I mean, yes, I've dealt with it, and here I am, stronger than ever.
Done. End of stream. America. So you obviously enter Barbie Land, but you do have a Fast and Furious moment. So on a scale of from 1 to family, how Dominic Toretto did you feel shooting it?
How what?
How
Dominic Toretto.
Dominic Toretto?
Vin Diesel
Family.
and
Vin
Fast and
Diesel?
Furious.
It's the family.
Never
Diesel's
seen it.
Family's
character.
everything.
Oh, it's from
Hate
Fast and
Fast and
Furious.
Furious.
Oh, yes, I've seen that. I felt so cool. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt amazing. Like I got to do the car chase, which was amazing and had so much fun doing. Even though, like in reality, I sat in a car that never moved. Yeah. But I felt cool. It felt like it was moving, and I love that scene. And another moment that was like actiony. I don't know if this is a spoiler. Can I?
Yes,
Yeah. There's a moment in Barbie Land where the car flips over, and I had no idea how we were going to do it. And I got to do this insane stunt, and it was so much fun. Like, I had never done stunts like that before. It's very cool.
It looked really cool.
I mean, speaking of the stunts on set, boys, how fun was it to do the fight scene?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. But yeah, go ahead.
Unless
Yeah.
you
The
don't know
redacted
about
scene.
fight
I feel like they all looked at me and they were like, "Mommy, can I talk about it?" Yes, my love.
It was the most fun. It was, I mean, you imagine, you know, everything that I think America and everyone has been saying about the set that Greta created in the world is that everything is about play. Everything is about this free kind of like childlike state where you can do anything, and therefore like lacrosse sticks can be deadly weapons. And, you know, you can like flex so hard at someone that they just get like overwhelmed by it, you know, and tennis balls can drop you, and you can ride the little the horsey on a stick.
Without context, this is going to sound so strange.
It is.
Just watch the movie. This will all make sense when you see the movie.
There are people watching this and going, "This is selling it for me. This is it. I'm ready."
I'm in.
You just have to see it. You just got to see it.
I mean, Ryan, did you do much rehearsing, for that scene right there?
6 months in the gym.
Riding it and the flexing and...
Yeah.
I was exposed to a lot of hair bleach on this, so I don't remember much. It's all kind of a blur. What do we do?
Yeah, no, I remember because everybody on the stage is so talented and such hard workers. I'd get videos of you like on Sundays, and they'd be like, Ryan's in. He's and it was amazing. Everything was so, I wanted the whole movie to feel like a dance, like a musical, even though there are musical elements, but it's not singing and dancing the whole time. But I wanted even things that weren't technically dances to feel like dances. So it kind of had this precision of execution, and I think that had to do with, the movie's anarchic, but you need a lot of control to make it anarchy, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Controlled chaos. We love it.
That's right.
Will Ferrell, gotta give a shout out. Will Ferrell is just insanely good. But I always feel like he's the type of guy who will throw out a different line each take. You have no idea what you're going to expect. So how is that like playing opposite him? Again, going back to did it break a lot? Was there a particular line that was in the movie or maybe didn't get into the movie that sticks in your mind?
There were several. Oh. Well, yeah, mommy. There's a discontinued character named Midge who's pregnant, who he comes across, and he had each take, he had a new reaction to seeing Midge, and I feel like there could be a blooper reel of just that. One time he just screamed in terror, and that was enough. But he's brilliant, and
Jamie is also incredible with the
yes.
improv.
Jamie Dimitri.
They're great.
Jamie
together.
would come up with just the most random stuff. I love the bits that you end up keeping in the movie.
No, he has a very his mind is it combines things in a way that whatever the AI is can't do it yet. So it's just like he would take the strangest things and put them together. He's so funny. Yeah.
We loved him. Stuff, let's go flats.
Yeah, for real. Now talk to me about the Sundays. Was it like movie Sundays, movie church Sundays?
Yeah, we did movie church Sundays. Margot set us up at the Electric Cinema in Notting Hill, and every Sunday morning we'd go watch a movie of my choosing, which is actually sort of, it's like I'm subjecting everybody to what I want to do, but it was fun for me in that way. So yeah, it
was movies that related to Barbie.
Yes, they were movies that related to Barbie. They were movies that kind of connected to Barbie or had something that I thought was interesting and wanted to explore. And it was the BFI gave us all the DCPs so we could play them, and it was really wonderful. And everyone was invited from the cast and crew. And it was like this, I love going to the movies in a movie theater, so it was extremely fun. I also like imposing my will on other people.
Did you guys have a favorite from Movie Church? A favorite film?
Oh, gosh. I remember after the Barbie sleepover, it was His Girl Friday the next morning, and that was really fun too.
Yeah. The day we watched The Red Shoes was
The Red
also really
Shoes,
great.
yeah.
That was really
And the Jacques
special.
Tati films
Oh,
were
yeah.
amazing to see on the big screen too.
There's so
when
many.
else are you going to?
How many movies did you watch?
A bunch. We were shooting
We
for
did
a
this
long
through
time.
prep and through shoot.
Yeah.
Was Wings of Desire one of them?
Wings of Desire was on the list, well spotted, but we couldn't get the DCP. But we did watch Heaven Can Wait, which was another. But yeah, Wings of Desire was actually on that. Why did you just guessed?
Yeah.
Ah, look at you.
That's one
Yeah.
of the first movies Greta talked to me about.
Yeah.
thanks
Made
so
me want to
much.
be a trapeze artist.
He's us, right? And to play a Barbie or Ken doll, it takes a lot to get into that character, Was there like a ritual, or was there like a switch you press and a noise you make and then all of a sudden you're like moving like the Barbie doll? Was there any sort of ritual behind it?
Was it just the clap?
I mean, the hair, makeup, costume, and then my last thing, once I put my Barbie perfume on, then I was like, okay, now I'm Barbie.
She had Barbie.
What perfume was your Barbie perfume?
Secret, I'm not gonna say.
Oh, will you tell me later?
I could smell her coming in the morning, and I was like, my angel is here. It's like, here's nice as she wafts in.
Like that. I'm waiting for the release in Sephora very soon. So, America, you didn't play with Barbies, but like, did other people play with Barbies? Have them? I had like a car boot, like a yard sale Barbie. I couldn't afford the real ones. They were spenny. But can you tell me a bit about your Barbie memories and like how hard did you play with them? Like real hard?
I know Issa had Barbies.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the
Greta
only
had
one. It
Barbies.
feels like elementary school all over again when I was saying. You played with them?
Yeah, I liked them. My mom didn't love it, so I had a lot of hand-me-down Barbies. Was like my, but yeah, I did really. It only made them more interesting. I mean, I'm literally directed a Barbie movie, so that didn't work out so great for my mom.
And there was like the costumes, like everything that went into it. Was there anything that you stole from set? Anything that you was like, nah, this is too good. I'm gonna keep this. This is coming back with me.
I wanted to steal a lot of things, but I actually didn't.
Yeah, it was the gold and white onesie for me.
I think I knew that. They were like, Simu's taking the onesie.
I did, but I was very polite. I was very polite about it. I led up, like, I dropped hints for weeks to the costume department. I was like, you should make more. Like, maybe there should be a double of this. You should make sure, just in case something happens to one of them. And I was just kind of seeding that. And then, you know, I wouldn't dare put the production in a bind. You know, knowing that they were okay, though, I did.
Did you give it back?
Absolutely not.
America's disgusted.
I mean, that's like archival now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
Bad. Simu.
well,
It's all right, it's okay.
he's.
I feel like people are mad at me.
No, he's mad at you.
I took did ask permission, but I took in Kate's house, she has a snow globe of her house. I have that.
Oh, she was looking to steal that, so it's good that you have it.
Yeah. I know, I have it. Or maybe they made me an extra, but anyway, I have it on my desk. It's very nice.
You gotta keep it because hopefully there'll be a sequel, right? And you gotta have all that stuff accounted for.
Let's just get this.
Okay, so I think we're almost out of time, but we do have a couple of final questions sent in from our audience from social media. The first audience question is, I guess I suppose, I mean, you all have been absolutely killing it on this press tour with the outfits, the ensembles. But what was your favorite outfit? I mean, it's still going, but what's your favorite outfit to wear during this press tour? Each of you, I want it all. Your favorite ones.
I've had a lot of fun with the press tour outfits. We've been referencing Barbies with each look. I don't know what my favorite would be. Yeah, it's fun doing the evening Barbies.
The Vivienne Westwood one from
Vivienne
last
Westwood
night.
one was very fun. That was Enchanted Evening Barbie from 1960, I think.
You understood the assignment.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan, pastels, loving it. Favorite pastel? Or fruit pastel?
I can't. That's just too hard of a question. I don't know how to answer that. Thank you for noticing, though, that the pastels.
I try. Okay, guys, have you got a favorite look? Or have you got a favorite look each other's wore?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a better question.
I'm gonna say the Margot's day to night Barbie outfit. I didn't understand how that even worked. I was looking from home and I was like, when did she change? This is crazy. Is it nighttime now? So I thought that was super fly. I've been loving the looks. Much respect.
Yeah, day to night Barbie. That was great. Sorry, I'm just repeating.
I love that's also my favorite was Day Barbie, where you actually had like a big old prop phone from. You brought props. That was special.
That was also my birthday that day.
It was.
We were in Korea.
You need to get that birthday call. Yeah.
And the final question we've had in here as well is, what was the final scene that you filmed and how emotional was it when you rapped?
Do you know what the coolest thing is? The final scene we filmed was the final scene in the movie. Like the very last line of the movie was the last thing we filmed. And We were very emotional.
Yeah, well, Margot had told me earlier in the day that she was not feeling emotional at all. And she was like, I'm fine leaving this behind. And I was like, oh, I'm so glad you're so well adjusted. And then luckily, she started weeping. And then we both cried. And then I think we made a video for you, Ryan. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, good.
I didn't text you back.
Left it on red.
Double blue tick, done.
Is this an intervention? It feels like one.
And then we had the rap party that night, which is always fun when you have the rap party the night that you rap. So it was, it was great.
What time did the rap party finish?
It went late, very late. And everyone jumped in the pool at the end. We did it at the Soho House, the White City Soho House, and they've got the pool up there. And everyone ended up jumping in the pool. It's really cool.
What day was it? Saturday? Were you up for Sunday morning movies? Still that going on? No?
Over now.
No?
It's done now. It's done. It's done. Listen, that is all we have time for today. Thank you so much for bringing Barbie Land to London. And please give a massive round of applause to the amazing and wonderful guys right here.
That is all from us at MTV Movies. So Barbie is out in cinemas on July 21st. Make sure you subscribe and we'll see you again